is Lincoln Southwest, right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. That is Living Color. Look in my eyes. What do you see? It is the cult of personality. Yes, sir! On a Wednesday. Appreciate you hanging out with us for the next 2 hours. It is Beat Akron week. Lots to talk about, and we will do the dance. Remember the rules of this time of day. We find rabbit holes, we go down them. We don't know where this is going to end up. Quite frankly, we just tell you to buckle up and go on the ride with us. 402-464-5685 is the Starter Heyman text line. You want to be a part of what we're doing? You can and you should. Hit us up. It's a what's up. Don't yell at us from the car. Say what's up first. Be a human. Be an adult. Say what's up first, and then yell at us.
And then yell. And
then yell. You can follow on the live streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, Allo Channel 961. If you're fancy, jump over to Amazon Prime. You can follow all of that there. Get the Ticket app, download it. Take us wherever you're going because we want to go and you want us there. So let's fix that. Bach, sir.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Oh, no. I have to tee him up. He knows. So, Bach, if you would please pay the bills.
Yes,
pay the
this
bill.
hour is sponsored by Hamilton Telecommunications, bringing you the latest quality technology and communication services since 1901. Whether it's residential or business, Hamilton has the answers. Visit hamiltontel.com for more info today.
Thank you, kind sir. And then, because you are the party starter, you are the trendsetter. You set the temperature of the room. Bach, we cannot do this without you. Give this man his flowers, please.
That's going to take me a second, too.
See, this is my guy.
You know what my favorite part is?
This is my
the panic in his face when he's looking at you because he's not sure what you're asking for.
I have to keep him on his toes.
That's what we're here for.
He is a veteran, but I also know that if I let him cruise, he will cruise.
Well, wouldn't you?
No, not built for it. No.
I'll cruise.
Yeah,
I'll cruise.
Listen, y'all can cruise. I got the button. Bach, you good?
I am questioning a little bit what you're looking for. Was it the note from earlier, or
whatever you want to?
Okay.
Bach, you are a pro, man. You decide what. If you get to set the room, you're the DJ. What do you want him to hear?
Well, we just play a nice highlight to bring.
There we go.
Okay.
And again, Shogun's on his heels. Here comes Smith. Oh, he's pouring the pressure on. Shogun's on the pressure. How is he still standing? Massive right hand. Anthony Lionheart takes out another legend.
Legend killer.
Amazing. Incredibly impressive for Lionheart Smith.
Legend killer.
Yeah, I get the chills.
Legend killer. Hey, good Bach. Now, the note I gave you. Now is when I want this. This man deserves his walkout.
Hey.
Ah!
There we go.
See, that's
okay. Now I'm ready.
I'm
ready. All right, let's go.
Let's get it. If you know this man, anytime he marched himself, he walked out to the octagon. This is what he walked out to. He walked into the studio here at 11-0. Anthony Lionheart Smith. What's happening, brother?
How we doing?
We are good, man. We are
so.
good. You're in the building. It's a good thing.
We're back. We're here.
And the beginning of it, so you and I were trying to land on a name, and then you land on a name, and then 30 seconds later, it's, oh no, there's another idea.
Yeah.
And then another idea and another idea. And I think we just need to spend more time on it. Because I love the Lionheart talks and the roar, rage and roar, all of that. But then it was, because of that song, I thought it's Lionheart's dojo.
Yeah, maybe.
It's in the dojo.
We're in the dojo right now.
We're in the dojo.
We're in here right now.
And I was like, okay. But then it was Club Lionheart.
Club Lionheart would be a dope place.
Right. That's
We could parlay that.
right.
We
Like,
go from this club and we go right across the street. And
Right.
We're one right over there.
right. Like you need to be a member,
Right.
right? Which
For
means
sure.
you got to know the opening line to your walkout song.
For sure.
Like that's literally keys to the membership. Like you,
Like a speakeasy.
yeah, like you got to know the code.
Right.
Like you
we
got to
gotta
know.
tint all these windows right here.
All we do is you slide the window to the side.
Mhm.
What's the password?
Right.
What's the password? And make people come into it. But it's all fair. It's been a great couple of weeks, and you just got back from Kansas City.
I did.
Bach was in Kansas City as well.
Oh, thanks for the text.
See, that I need to
Appreciate
make
that.
sure, and he has your number now.
He does.
He has your number, so there's no excuse.
There's no excuse.
I was in there I got sat down for the coin flip and I left right after the out of the parking lot an hour and a half, sat there for an hour and a half, but I didn't have a whole lot of time in between the game.
No, it's fine. You hate me. No big deal. No big deal. No, I thought I had a
You
friend.
find out about
I
people,
thought I had a
right?
friend. I guess.
You find out about people. Bach, just so you know, that even like when we go to UFC events, he's working. I go to them, so there's a little bit of difference. But because of that, I also know I need to respect his time. So I will just let him know I'm there, and then at some point when everything is done, you find Anthony. And I had to recover because your pizza guy in Chicago gave me one of the pies.
Oh yeah.
He gave me one of the pies because he was like, well, listen, if you and Anthony are going to do this thing, I will send pies. So he sent a pie to the hotel I was staying at.
Incredible.
It was, except you ever stared down a pie and had that pie just stomp your foot?
No.
It stomped my foot it didn't wait for it didn't wait for Herb Dean
to step in.
to step in. Like he just threw a bolo punch and
Right.
hit me, and then he kicked me in the stomach. Like he kicked me in the stomach, and then I was okay. I can't ask for timeout because he's right there in front of me.
You gotta go.
You got to go, and so I had to take a second bite. But I knew the first bite had me. The fight was over. So how do you tell the dude who owns the pizza place in all of Chicago?
Right.
How do you tell him, bruh, this pie, this was not it, man.
That's not it.
This was not it. So, Bach, I doubled up. I'm not sure I've ever felt the pain that the second bite of that pizza gave me.
You just got a bad one.
I
think
knew
you got
that.
a bad one.
And the fact that they fed the media
Oh yeah.
all 4 days that we were there, and a new pie would show up. And Lionheart, I just want to tell you, as soon as they showed up, the smell of it sent me back into the lab.
Sent you right back.
Just right
back.
right into the lab. So, but Bach, I had to wait until 2:00 in the morning to go hang out with.
Oh, it was hot too.
2
Man,
o'clock in the
I
morning.
sweat through an entire suit. It was awful.
Oh, and that's he's sweating through top level suits. As a matter of fact, we need to get him to Gary Michaels.
That suit guy?
Yeah,
I love a good suit
yeah.
guy.
No, we need to. We need to do that. So
I hope he's listening right now.
he probably is.
I hope he
He's
is.
a big sponsor of us, friend of the show.
I need a
Gary
suit
Michaels
guy.
Clothiers. Free shout out.
There we go.
Just we will pay it in advance.
I love it.
Because you go through suits.
I do.
And you are not an easy fit, sir.
No. No. I got this little tiny girl waist with these little wide shoulders. Got gorilla monkey arms.
Yeah. He's
long legs.
right.
I'm a mess.
Not buying off the rack at all.
No.
Just
no,
not
can't do it.
happening.
Can't do it.
Just not happening. But thanks to you, the people at UFC sent me the UFC shoes.
Yeah.
They hooked it up.
There we go.
It was a gift. I was like, what are we doing?
We love free things.
Oh, well, now, because of that, on the break, Marcy from Sweet
Mhm.
Things by Marcy,
Yeah. What she got coming?
she dropped them off. They're back in the office.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
I don't think I haven't met her yet.
we need to make sure. I'll
But
text her. And
she doesn't know this, but her and I have a thing.
I tried to. I tried to
She
tell her
doesn't.
that.
She doesn't know it yet. She might now. But
She's
her and I,
listening.
we're going steady.
Yeah,
She keeps baking like that.
What's the comedian? He says when you meet the girl and you just go, "'Cause you're my girlfriend." I don't know if you know it or not, but you're my girlfriend.
Her and I are a thing.
Oh, I have that with your girl Karen.
Oh yeah.
Like whenever you're on set, like I'm just like Anthony's just up there with my girlfriend. Like just like just be nice. She
don't know it.
She don't know,
but
but
okay.
you know, there are things. Tell me about Kansas City. Did you take the family? What'd you do?
No, I went to Kansas City Thursday day. Left early enough thinking I was going to do some tailgating and bounce around a little bit, meet a bunch of, people that were down there. And then I was staying in Kansas City. I went on to a bachelor party in the Ozarks after that. But so it's just me. We just kind of went with the boys. It took me 6.5 hours to get to Arrowhead. It's the same drive I do all the time because I have Chiefs season tickets. So I do that drive all the time. It's every bit of $3.15.
I did not know you were a Chiefs season ticket guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my!
I am.
We are now having different conversations.
Are we?
Yeah.
Why's that?
There are things that we like to do on certain Sundays, and that would be a part of it.
I'm in.
Yeah,
I thought you were going to tell me who your pro team was.
Well, I'm a DC born and raised human being. I am from Washington, DC. I can tell you that my first heroes were Redskins. My first bosses were Redskins, as a matter of fact. So my first professional media job, Redskins Magazine, with all Super Bowl champions, Tony the Sackman McGee, Rick Doc Walker, Gary Clark, and Monty Coleman, and me. And
that's awesome.
One of those things was not like the other,
yes.
Right? Like the others were had rings and stuff, and I'm just sitting there holding my hand, like
by hiding,
like 100%.
I'm arms crossed.
Well, they talk with their hands because there's gold on them. There's gold diamonds on them.
Yeah, it's easy to do that.
And I'm just hands. I just got skin and hope.
Well, I was gonna give you a bit of grief about having a different team, but there's nothing I could say that your own team hasn't done to you in a while.
100%.
So, I'm gonna leave you be.
I broke up with them for 8 years.
Did you?
Until they had a new owner. Like you had to have a new owner. Yeah. And I was like, until that. And then when the old owner left, because he at some point was my boss in the past, and I knew it's kind of like being in the UFC where you know things that people from the outside don't know. And you just know there's certain places you can't be in.
Yeah.
You just go, I can't.
Oh, well, you could be there. You just shouldn't.
Right. Right. Like for people who
the door's open.
The people who care about you understand that you don't want to be there, but you have to be there.
Right.
And there are too many times you make that decision.
For sure.
So, and then finally new ownership, and I was like, it was what's the color purple where you go, Daddy, I'm married now. Oh, you're new now.
We're back.
You're new now. I can come back. KC Chiefs games will make that happen.
Definitely.
They will make it. Bach. You hear this, Bach? You hear this?
He's gonna text
you hear
me.
this,
He's
Bach?
not gonna text me anyway.
Right. You hear this, Bach? Like Bach is a stadium guy. Cardinals fan.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we forgive him because we feel sad for him.
The weather's nice.
Yeah.
The weather's nice. Yeah, the weather's nice. I'm fine with it.
Right. We figured that out. 6 hours is too much.
So the drive was 6 hours. It took me about an hour and 15 minutes to go 0.8 miles to get into the stadium. Once I was there, we had a little bit of time. We cooked some food, had a couple cold drinks, and then went into the game. And it was electric. But I found myself having like weird business conversations with myself. Like, why in the world would you ever choose to play your home game versus the Huskers at Arrowhead? Number one, it's only from here, 4 hours, right? It's 4 hours from here. Well, the Huskers.
How long was your drive?
Let's see. I left at like 3 right after the show and got the coin flip at like 8:10, I guess is when they started.
So it was a bad day.
Yeah.
It's
a
like
long
three and a half hours is what I think would normal.
Yeah, it's rough. But listen, the Husker football nation is a cult. in the best way possible. I don't say that to you guys or to us as a shot. I'm not taking a shot. This is a positive. If this game was being played in Norway, we would pack that stadium most likely.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's that close, like remember when the highlight video played, when they were coming out onto the field, they play this huge Cincinnati highlight. You can't hear it because the entire Husker Nation just booed. They booed the entire marching band off the field. You couldn't even hear. I couldn't hear an instrument play when the fans started going crazy. It just feels so crazy to give. I mean, the $6 million probably helps, but there's just no way that the Cincinnati fans feel okay with that.
Well,
you gave away a home game.
Well, we finally looked
to play an away game versus the Huskers.
Like, we looked at the numbers and that they average selling out their home games at 98% capacity for the season.
Mm-hmm.
38,000 fans, and you gave it up for a paycheck and a loss.
Okay, you're 3.5 hours from Lincoln. If my math is correct, Arrowhead holds 9,000 less people than Memorial.
Mm-hmm.
And all they have to do is drive 3.5 hours.
Which they're doing within the state.
So if we lose, yeah, exactly. If you drive from Ogallala, it's the same drive. It's the same drive to Lincoln. So what I just don't understand, like, it's a bit, and again, it's down to a paycheck. It's for money. But then all in the media, you see all the Cincinnati media people that do the same thing we do here for the Huskers.
Mm-hmm.
Just losing their minds. Like, well, I don't know what you guys expected. Because we've been doing this for like 300 and some odd games here. Now we have a 9,000 seat buffer. You don't think you don't think we're gonna crank up Arrowhead? It's at an NFL stadium that feels different and big and new. Come on.
It was.
What did you guys think was gonna happen?
It was the same thing. And I'm trying to
ain't got nothing else to do.
That part. That part.
Why wouldn't we?
Been waiting 9 months for this.
Right.
9 months to plan for this.
For sure.
And it showed up. It was the thing. Proud of Husker Nation.
Very.
Felt bad for Cincinnati. Felt bad for the coach in the postgame. Well, in the postgame, he just went, what did you expect?
Right.
Like, we gave this game away before we played the game.
For sure.
Literally, he said, I don't know what the point spread would have been if this had been in Cincinnati, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't going to be what it was.
Yeah.
And it sounds different. It looks different.
There's a great chance that Cincinnati looks the same, though.
I don't know. This is the thing. If you've invested in Cincinnati football and you've got the Kelsey Bros and Taylor Swift throwing money and heavy, he'll be the new GM for Cincinnati Bearcats football the moment he retires from the Chiefs. But the moment that happens, then the value of the program goes up. Mm-hmm. And every time he and his brother and his fiance walk in the building, it's a different deal because she's going to be at Cincinnati Bearcat football games.
And that's where I felt like it was a bad look because the camera kept flashing up to Taylor Swift and Kelsey wearing Cincinnati gear. Mm-hmm. And then we just drown it all out. And it just was a bad look. It was a bad look. Well, and I'm happy it happened because I had a great time. I thought it was really good for Husker football. It was really good for the state. I think for Cincinnati, it's a bad look because you got a Bearcats airbrushed hat on Travis Kelsey. You got Taylor Swift wearing Cincinnati gear, and then you're at Arrowhead playing in a home away game. It's wild.
I just want to know what Mahomes and Kelsey bet.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a Dylan associate adjacent.
Yeah. And
Kelsey being a Bearcat.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't imagine that he was going to see Cincinnati.
No.
Like, that's his dude.
He's going to see his guy.
Right? So there would be some wager.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a bro bet for sure.
Right? Like, there's a bet. I hope that he has to wear a Dylan Raiola jersey at some point.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be great.
Right? Like,
I'll send him one.
Right? Like,
I'll send him two.
Right? Well, you better, because his wife would be upset that you weren't considerate of that. And Taylor would wear it.
Unlikely.
As a dress. With cowboy boots.
Yeah, probably.
We would send her the Husker cowgirl hat, too.
Have to.
Right?
Have to.
Let's dress it up.
Okay.
If we're going to do it, let's do it all the way. What's your first thought of Nebraska's performance in Kansas City?
Are we being nice or are we being honest?
Be honest.
I was a little good, like lots of good, some bad, but the bad things I don't know that you can really call bad, in my opinion. I'm not this huge football expert. I'm not gonna bore you guys and break it down as deep as I was talking with my friends at the game. But I was happy with the effort for sure. I was happy with the effort. I think that sometimes you can try too hard when it comes to football and fighting and sport. There was a lot of over pursuing on the defense early. I think they settled in a little bit as the game went on. But some of that didn't go away. They were kind of taking bad angles to the ball. But a lot of that is just trying so hard. And I can't get mad about that. I seen a team that tried hard the whole time. I think Cincinnati's defensive line isn't getting enough credit. I think their defensive line is better than anyone's willing to admit. I think Cincinnati's going to be a tough team for anybody. I think I don't know how well they're going to do in terms of wins and losses, but they're going to make it tough for everybody. I thought our offensive line worked really hard. I think they struggled at times with assignments, and I think sometimes those crowds in those big arenas, as much as it is beneficial for defenses, I think it does hinder your own offense at times. Arrowhead's one of the loudest stadiums in the entire world. It's just the way it is acoustically. It's just loud. So I think they struggle with that even offensively a little bit. There were some miscues and whatever. Like there's some growing pains. It's the first game of the season. I don't expect them to be perfect, but generally I was happy with it.
Who do you enjoy watching off this year's team? Week 1. Who'd you enjoy watching?
I keyed in on Raiola a lot. I thought he, at times in the past, specifically last season, I think he tried to do too much. And I think sometimes, as much as we draw those parallels to Mahomes and Mahomes does too much sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes does too much, and he gets away with it because he's good and he's kind of magical, but he's unique. He's one of one. There's not too many people that can do what Patrick Mahomes can do when he gets outside of himself a little bit. And I think Dylan sees that, and there is a lot of parallels. They are connected. So I think last year he was doing a lot, and sometimes you just have to be the best you can at what you're doing, and you can't always worry about everybody else. And so I thought he played a really mature football game. I thought he made some good decisions. There was even if kind of just from the outside, I think he took a sack, and I thought that in the past he would have ran around and scrambled and thrown an incomplete pass and stopped the clock and just tried to just get it out of his hands and not take the sack. And I think Matt Rule talked about that a little bit too, where he was just a mature football game where he took just smart enough to like make that decision in his head. Like, all right, I'm kind of cooked here. I just got to take the sack and let the clock run. So I think there was a few of those decisions. He threw it away more than he did. Like in some situations he wouldn't have last year. He would have forced it in there and it could have gotten sketchy. But I was happy with it.
Do you look at, and as fans, we're all guilty to a degree of looking at the physical aspect of how teams look and how players look. There's a certain look to Nebraska football, and a lot of the discussion amongst other coaches from other programs saying, "Okay, this looks like a different kind of Nebraska team."
Mm-hmm.
You're in the physical business, so you understand the work that somebody puts in to get in ready for the competition, to fight the game. How does Nebraska look to you? Do they look like a strong team, a physical team, a powerful team, fast team, quick team? What do they look like?
They look athletic. I don't know that, again, I'm just speaking from the guy sitting in the crowd. They don't look as large as like maybe a typical Nebraska football team would be. But I think they're finding the right personalities and the right types of athletes for those positions. Like we could find bigger linemen probably, but I don't necessarily know that the bigger linemen are going to be the more successful linemen in some situations for sure. Like we're tush pushing. You definitely want your 6'6", 380 guys.
Yeah,
for sure.
You want some beef.
But like I think guys like Jason Kelsey are kind of the future of football. The faster, really strong, more athletic guys. I think you're going to start pulling ahead.
So this leads to an interesting space that.
Well, wait, what did you think about the look of them?
So I had been listening, and I have been a loud proponent of having clean eyes Thursday, 7:00.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want any preconceived ideas based on what other people said.
Right.
And I have to do that because I have to remove the coach aspect, the player aspect,
sure.
and then you get to the media aspect. But I need to clear, what does it look like there? It's in the UFC game.
Right.
If I see you Thursday night and you look strong, but you look weak on Friday morning, I worry about you for Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then how you come out of the ring, to come out to the octagon on Saturday night, you can't lie to your body.
No.
You can't fake your body into proposing that, listen, I'm feeling dominant. So I looked at them and said they look more athletic than they did the previous year, opening day. I can't compare them to Pinstripe Bowl, different group of players,
right?
Different phase of the season, and that this was as healthy as Nebraska football was going to be,
right?
So let me see you. It's the baseline test,
yeah,
right. If I'm going to test your concussion protocol level, you
got to do it before you get a concussion.
I got to do it before. I got to see you at what you think is your best, your highest capability, and your highest presence. So like the poise in it. So, but that leads to the question. We'll go to break. But when we come back, I'm going to get Anthony's take on this. That in some cases, there are natural bodies and then there are built bodies. And how those bodies respond to pressure often is based on, hey, are you a natural 240 pounder?
Right.
Or are you a bulked up 240? Because over the course of 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, those bodies are not going to react the same when you lean on them.
No.
So we will get Anthony's take on natural bodies versus built up bodies. Anthony Lionheart Smith, Jake Bachroven, DP. We'll be right back.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle-cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks. And grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln.
When only the best will do. Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. Visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com.
Sartor Heyman Jewelers.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service, bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Oh, rejoice. Rejoice. We are back in the days where we can cheer John Cena and America's better for it. America's better for it. Bach likes heel Cena. Bach likes, so Bach, let me tell you who Bach is. Bach roots for the bad guy.
Okay.
Right? Like,
I
just
can respect that, actually.
Mix it up in the crowd, yeah.
Yeah, I think I can respect that.
Like we got, when they came to PBA, we got front row seats.
Mm-hmm.
Bach, of course. Every bad guy.
Just going crazy.
Every heel. And the listeners are like, Bach. And then they were like, it's Bach.
Yeah.
Like we
get it. We get it.
We kind of understand. Have you been to WWE events?
Oh, dude, they roll out the red carpet for me. It's amazing. My kids love it. Jay Uso threw some sunglasses. One of my kids, Dominic Mysterio and Ray and I, we have a mutual friend, and so anytime I go, they'll come out and they'll bring some T-shirts, and yeah, it's awesome. They take really good care of my kids.
So Bach will inform you. Do not have me around Dominic Mysterio.
Why?
I will kick him in. I
don't like him.
I will kick him in the baby toe.
Why?
Just right in the baby toe.
Okay.
I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
I don't want to hurt him, but I do.
He's a nice guy. He really is a nice guy.
I would have fully imagined that
nice
he
guy.
is, but
you're in the storyline.
He kissed Rhea, man. Like, what do you like?
That's also your girl.
Like, what do you? And then live like
right? How dare him?
You don't get all the dessert, bruh. Like, you don't get.
You can't be rich and famous and with Rhea Ripley, right?
Right.
That seems unfair.
Like,
yeah.
And then live on a diet of chicken McNuggets.
Hey, okay, that's actually true too.
Right, like you can't.
He's
have
also a child. He's not very old either.
And your dad's a Hall of Famer.
Well, in 10 years, he won't be eating chicken nuggets all the time.
Right, and your dad's a Hall of Famer.
That's true. Yeah, some people get all the luck.
You Bach.
Some people get it all.
Bach, are we in full understanding now?
I can understand it, but I still embrace him. He gets the most booze. That makes me cheer.
I just, it's just who Bach is. I fully understand it.
That's okay.
We're talking about, I mean, you as a fighter, and the science behind your body versus the decisions you have to make for your body. that sometimes if you follow the code, your body doesn't respond the way you want it to or need for it to. So then you have to make adjustments, and sometimes those adjustments cost you.
Mm-hmm.
It costs you. How did you land on 205? When did you know that 185? Yeah, you like the idea of having that.
Great,
right? Like, yeah, right?
Yeah, you're like, yeah. Of course, I would love to be a 230-pound man, able to suck myself down to 185 and then compete at 100% the next day.
Right, and
that's
just
a great idea.
Beat up on 185.
Yeah,
pounds.
just beat up on children.
Right. Little guy. Boom.
The problem is when you get there, you're not 100%. You've, and that's I had I was doing something the other day, and I kind of spoke to Brian Ortega a little bit. Ortega's been
that's a story.
He's been sucking himself down to 145 pounds for a long time. Well, like, come on, dog. You're 37. You can't do that anymore. Like, you got to move up. And I was trying to like explain to him the benefits of when you walk around and you're able to compete at you're closer to your natural weight. It's a night and day difference. So could we get down to that low? For sure. We can do whatever. Our bodies are amazing things, and we have amazing minds. And like you say, we're barely human.
Yeah.
So can I get there? For sure. Absolutely. Can I compete in 24 hours at 100%? Not even close.
Because the belief is that you bring 235-pound power down to 185.
Well, what do athletes do? Generally, what do athletes do? The idea is to try to gain any advantage that you possibly can within the rule set that you're allowed. So if you can get down there, then wise men would tell you that the larger man, if you have two people that are comparable in technique and skill level, the larger one is going to win. When you run into problems is when you've depleted yourself all the way down. Now the negatives are now outweighing the positives that you gain by being the larger man in a fight. So I just had to move up. It was that or retire, because I just couldn't do it anymore. I was killing myself.
And was there ever a consideration to fight heavyweight?
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
That let's see what this is.
205 got hard too.
Right, because you saw Cormier, Jones make the move.
They can do it. Yeah,
right.
I could do it.
Right, and you're walking around at 240, so yeah, that's really a thing. Your body would probably
There's heavyweights
appreciate.
that don't walk around as big as some of the light heavyweights.
Isn't
Light
that
heavyweight is a weird weight class because we're kind of stuck, because we don't want to fight the Cyril Gans, the Francis Ngannous, the Tom Aspinalls. Those guys are 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And they don't have a choice. They have to bring themselves down to 265 because it's the highest weight class you can be at.
Right.
But the next day, like Derek Lewis is 285 all day. Every time he fights, 285, 290.
Day of fight.
I don't want to fight those guys. But like Johnny Walker, 250. Dominic Reyes, 245. John Jones walks around at 245. Alexander Rakic is 255. Rampage was 255. Chuck Liddell was 250. Like, light heavyweight's a weird weight class. Because we're stuck. You're either make 205 or you fight someone who's cutting to make 265. You're kind of stuck.
What would it take to get Dana to say, let's add a weight class in between or above?
I mean, at this point, it would take an act of Congress. He just doesn't want to.
Yeah, but he didn't want women fighters, but money ultimately changed his mind.
For sure. Definitely.
Right.
But that was because he had a superstar to build off of.
Well, but
who's the superstar at 165?
Well, but you just named a bunch of fighters who could fight at 220.
For sure.
Right. And a whole nother set of matchups.
Right. And ideally, I would have been better off if those guys went to 220. I would have stayed at 205 because I was the smallest 205er in the entire division. I'm 240 right now. I'm no larger now than I was then.
Right.
So, and I was the smallest light heavyweight. So I would have benefited greatly if they would have went to 220 or heavyweight. Johnny Walker would be much better at 220. Like Alexander Rakic would be a better heavyweight.
But this is the thing. Is that the evolution then? That the 205s just mature up to heavyweight and
eventually, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if I would have stuck around too much longer, I'd ended up at heavyweight.
It's crazy in the space. You mentioned Brian Ortega. And for folks that don't know, that weigh-in with Ortega scared me.
Yeah.
And we've talked about weigh-in, the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
That weigh-in mornings are just it's
he's one of the worst I've ever seen. in person multiple times too. It's not just once. I've seen him multiple times. He's one of the worst weight cuts I've ever seen.
And
Johnny Walker's pretty bad too.
Well, but to show it, right, where the public gets to see what fighters go through,
and that's just because they couldn't hide it, because he's got to come out and get on the scale.
Yeah.
If they didn't have to put him on the scale in front of the public, they wouldn't have, because he looked awful. But I've been there. I know exactly. I could look in his face. I know exactly how you feel. I've been there.
He wasn't there.
No. Oh no.
But
he doesn't care about the fight at that point.
Like
it's taken
it's
all the fight.
survival.
You've taken all the fight out of you at that point. I was getting to the point where I couldn't have cared less how the fight went the next day. So you spend, like I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, you spend 8, 9, 10 weeks building your body into a hunting machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day before the fight, you absolutely destroy all the work that you put in. And so, like, I used to be like, I don't even know why I do this. I might as well just show up off the couch. Because now I might
end up healthier.
And I might end up better.
Right.
I might end up better because I won't be so banged up from an entire training camp. So I may not have the six-pack, but I'll bet I'll feel better.
Cormier said that.
Mm-hmm.
He literally said that was his advantage, was that he was fresher.
Yeah.
There was less stress. And he talked about the emotional and mental stress of losing down to 205.
Oh, you're in fat camp. You're
right.
not in a real training camp. You're in fat camp. And every single day, the second you wake, for 10 weeks, every day you wake up, it's how much do I weigh? How much I'm going to eat for breakfast? Then you train. Then you check your weight. And then you have to go to another practice. And then you eat a little bit. And then you check your weight. And it's monotonous.
I don't know who said it, but they said that you get paid for the weight cut rather than the mental stress. If you got paid for the mental stress, it would set the value system at a different level.
For sure.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That you spend your 10 weeks of camp. It's about weight. It's not about preparing for the fight.
A lot of times.
The opponent, your own self-management or otherwise. It's about weight.
Mm-hmm.
It's about, and he said the mental stress of not worrying about weight allowed him to focus on the skill.
Oh, I was so much better when I moved up.
Like on the craft.
I mean, I moved up, fought 3 times, fought for the title. If that's the difference. And kind of bounced my way around the top 10, top 15.
You lived in the top 10. Once you got there, you got your mail
at 85 though.
Yeah, you got your mail there.
I kind of bounced around in the from 10 to 15 for a while. And I do really well, and I moved to 205, and it was to the roof because it was easier. I didn't have the stress.
And aren't there fighters that you can think of right away that if they moved up a weight class?
Look at Michael Chiesa. That dude was on his way out the door.
I for somebody that was built on cardio and tenacity, the lower weight drained him.
It did. It was too much.
It drained him.
Yeah,
and now he's on a run. Mm-hmm. What do you think is next for Mike? I mean, what happens there? Is that
I don't know that he'll make a title run, but he's a little too old probably at this point, but he's having fun. He's just having some fun fights. He's got a good relationship with the UFC, and he managed his pay correctly too. Because here's what happens. You end up, I was always chasing the highest paycheck. I want the most money.
Yeah.
Well, then when you get it, now there's no going back on your opponents. They're not giving me any, if I take a loss or a tough one, they're not going to give me a build back fight. I'm paid too much to get any easy ones. So
they need to get you out the door at that pay rate.
Exactly. So then that's at my pay rate is how you end up with 23 and 24-year-olds every single fight. So
like the young nasty ones,
right?
Like they're not giving you the cupcakes.
No,
they're literally sending you the young lions
to the killers. Yeah. So, but Chiesa's in a position where he was like, I just want to have fun. I want fun fights. I want fights that matter, that like legacy fights.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily care so much about the paycheck. So,
is he a Hall of Famer?
Chiesa?
Yeah.
Probably not. No, probably not.
Have you given that thought to yourself?
No, I'm probably not a Hall of Famer.
The longevity and the moments.
Yeah,
you have 3 fights that you could put in that.
Yeah, in the fight wing, there's probably a couple. I probably have 2 or 3 chances of getting in the fight wing, like a Hall of Fame fight, like both of us. Individually, probably no.
Yeah, but I don't know I know you had the record. Do you still have the record for most successful blood tests?
Well, in MMA, yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. Cormier has the most past USADA tests. Well, it's because he's been in the USADA pool since he was like 17 years old. Because it was through wrestling.
He got his driver's
from
license.
Just fighting, yes.
He got his driver's license and then went straight to the doping pool.
When I retired, I was the only. When I retired, I was the only guy with over 50 professional or with over 60 professional fights that was still ranked in the top 10 or ranked in the world.
Yeah,
it was because it was me, Alexei Olenek, and Masvidal, and then both those guys retired. So I don't know, maybe.
Did Masvidal officially retire?
He did. It sounds like he wants to come back though.
Well, that was the thing because he thought he mentioned White House.
Yeah.
Right, that he wanted to be a part of that.
He would if that's really what he wanted, he absolutely would.
And he had to get back.
Because the president does love Masvidal.
He really does.
He really loves Masvidal.
Yeah, off air, I'll tell you the story outside the arena. Yeah. You got caught up in the wash.
It happens. Yeah, it happens
caught
with
up in
Masvidal.
the wash. Just
I got caught up in the wash with Masvidal one time too.
Man. Oh man.
Masvidal says, "Hey man, you want to come over here and hang out?" Nah. No. I did that one time. I'm done.
Bach, it's this wave of energy. Not all fighters and their crew have it. But Masvidal in Miami, I did not have a choice. And I ended up in a place.
No, they don't really ask a lot.
That part. They
don't really, like, you'll walk by, hey, sit down. You're like, well, no, I got something. No, you don't. Sit down.
You have nothing else to do.
Guess I'm here.
You have nothing else to do. You had the guy from the Hells Angels.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. So again, one in one arm, one on the other. You must come with us.
Yep, you're coming with us.
And it's
yes,
the thing.
sir.
I want to. We'll go to break. I want to ask you about a movie that's been made, and it is the story of Mark Kerr.
Oh yeah.
And the force behind the story is a part of the story, but the fact that Mark Kerr and his life in the game, I think it's important to talk about because there's some real lessons on how this thing really works and the effects, the cause and effect.
Yeah.
It is a Bach. I don't know if you've heard this story, but we'll have Anthony tell it when we come back to the ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Did you know that deer collisions are covered under the comprehensive portion of your car insurance? That means, like with hail damage or vandalism, since they are out of your control, they don't usually raise your insurance rates. And that's a good thing, since most deer don't carry liability insurance. At Eustace Body Shop, we fixed all kinds of animal collision damage, from cows to raccoons, bobcats, and even turkeys. We can't do much for the animal, but we can get your car back on all fours and looking like new again.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Are your feet just killing you and you feel like all hope is lost? Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to pain relief at Brown's Shoe Fit. They offer expert advice along with high-quality products to help you find the right solution tailored to your specific needs. Need a different width? Not a problem. Brown's carries a wide range of widths in store. Brown's Shoe Fit on 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God damn right.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
It's one of the best decisions we ever made, having Bryant install a new water softener. Now our glasses and dishes are crystal clean. We save by using less detergents and softeners, but our clothes and towels will look better and feel softer. For a quality softener system without the hassle of arm-twisting contracts, I suggest choosing Bryant. Call 467-1111 or visit BryantLincoln.com to schedule a free estimate. And soften up with Bryant. At Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, we do whatever it takes.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs has been a trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. When the clock strikes zero after every Nebraska football game, there's only one place to go for instant coverage. Tune in for the Husker After Party Postgame Show on 93.7 The Ticket for each game, win or lose. Call in with all your takes or text the show at 464-5685 and hear quotes from the players and coaches, too. It's the Husker After Party Postgame Show, sponsored by Anderson Ford and Vinny Kreekak of State Farm Insurance. You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back, Anthony Lionheart Smith. And I don't know that we could cover this bio, this doc, this movie in one segment. I don't know that we can.
No.
Because there's so many different oars in the water when it comes to this thing. One, you're the people involved. Mark Kerr's story, if you want to get to the Mount Rushmore of curious personalities in mixed martial arts, Kerr, there's a bunch of y'all. Yeah. That part, there's a bunch of movies that could have fit into this story. I would imagine that Ronda Rousey, Holly Holm, the preacher's daughter, that if you go the other side of the craziness that happens within the business, telling the business deals, sharing the information on Pride and the other organizations and federations that are involved, the wear and tear, the life of the people connected or adjacent to the fighters.
Right.
And this will lead to having these questions. But the movie is called The Smashing Machine, and it is based on the lifetimes, trials, and tribulations of Mark Kerr. Now, if the version of the UFC that currently exists is not what Mark Kerr came through.
No, not at all.
So
different landscape for sure.
Right. Different era.
Mm-hmm.
But it does, from all reports, it does a pretty good job of telling the story of the difference between UFC and Pride, the struggle portion of your journey, then your rise to the top and all the frictions and things that get in the way. If give the people the elevated picture of who Mark Kerr was, a wrestler, a Division I wrestling champion.
Yeah, so Mark Kerr was an incredible Division I wrestler. Just accolades as far as you can read on Mark Kerr. He was one of the better guys to ever do it. Of course, after wrestling, you got one of two directions. You can, well, I guess three. You can coach, start a club. You can coach. You can find a college to coach at. Whatever you want to do, you can coach. If you're good enough, you can wrestle internationally. Try to make a world team. Try to make an Olympic team. Nowadays, there's obviously more avenues to wrestling. There's these super matches, and there's ways to make money other places. Back then, that wasn't the case. So you could wrestle internationally, or you can start fighting. And Mark Kerr chose the MMA direction. So he went over, fought in Pride. Again, I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's where
thank you, sir.
That's where the performance enhancing part of his career started. I would imagine would be in Pride. Pride was riddled with steroids and PEDs. They didn't test over there. A lot of those fights were real, but a lot of them were not. A lot of them were fixed. Guys were paid extra money to get the desired result. And then, I mean, you can kind of just go back in the history books and see how the guys did that were really, really successful in Pride, and then see how they did when they came over to the UFC when it was really real. There was only a couple of guys that were wildly successful, Rampage being one. But me and whoever is listening to this, I bet you struggle to come up with three that were wildly successful coming over from Pride. Crow Cop was, left leg or right leg hospital, left leg cemetery.
Right.
It's I think Crow Cop won like one fight in the UFC.
Right.
And not that I don't think those guys are legends in their own right, but it's a different world. So he came over. He was a tournament champion in the UFC. But his story is not unique to him. He's the one that they chose to tell because of the history, and he kind of was at the grassroots of a lot of this stuff. But it's not unique. The addiction that comes with when you don't have this thing anymore, when you do have to retire, the toll on your body, because you can only do PEDs and compete at this level and do that to your body you can't burn the candle at both ends. So then your body starts to fail you, then you can't win anymore. And then, your identity, especially back then, and I had it a little bit too when I was younger, fighting was who I was. It was everything to me. I was nothing without it. It truly defined who I was as a person. And fortunately, when I started having children and other things became more important, fighting became something that I do, that I was passionate about, that I loved, but it wasn't who I was anymore. I was a father. I was all these different things. And a lot of guys don't ever have that switch in their brain that happens. It's always, so when it defines you and it is everything that you are, and then you lose it, a lot of people fall apart. And I could tell you stories after stories after stories of guys who were great, and then when they couldn't do it anymore and then they lose it, they lose themselves. And then comes the alcohol and the drugs and the painkillers from your surgeries, from all the injuries that you've had, and then it just spirals, and then you end up broke. And fortunately, Mark Kerr he was one of those few guys that are able to pull himself out of it, and pull himself back into something that was some sort of resemblance of who he was before it all started.
It is fascinating. Again, the trailer kind of snuck up on me. And I was telling Bach this during the break. It snuck up on me. Like it just showed up in my stream several ways. And it just stopped me because I don't know that these stories have been told. On this scale, was it the right person? Who else would be in the conversation?
I'm a bit averse to it, if I'm being honest.
Well, I
haven't seen it, and I don't know that I will.
That's where we were headed. So here's what we'll do. We'll go to break. We'll reset for hour number 2. Anthony Lionheart Smith, Bach, DP. We will talk about the Smashing Machine. And I think the stories attached to it are more important than the doc.
For sure.
But I think the conversations will be led by this particular film. So more here on The Ticket when we come back.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left at once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers. M. Suits Clothiers, Lincoln's favorite men's store. Family owned and operated, located 1 block south of 56th and Pine Lake Road. Go bold this summer and fall with endless possibilities. Stop in now for the best selection on sweaters, outerwear, suits, sport coats, dress pants, and dress shirts. M. Suits Clothiers, your menswear store.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC. This month kicks off Koppel's 50th anniversary sale. We're celebrating 50 years by offering an additional $500 discount to the next 100 customers that buy a new vehicle. This is in addition to the huge savings already in place. You can take an extra $500 off our discounted price, or we can cut you a check on the spot. Celebrate with savings and see why customers have trusted Koppel since 1975. It's our way of saying thank you for all these years.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's specials through September 9th are 15% off produce, $1 off all drinks, and 8-ounce grass-fed, grass-finished flat iron steaks for $12.99 each. Plus, stop by for lunch on Fired Up Thursday at the Mercado East or Fired Up Friday at the Mercado North. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney and Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Hey guys, it's Nick. We had a great week 1 high school football matchup where Lincoln North Star got the 14-10 win over Lincoln Southwest, but now it's time to turn our attention to one of the best rivalries in Nebraska. This Friday at 8 p.m., join me and Jay Foreman for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest. Southeast is coming in off of a dominating 30-0 win versus Grand Island, while the Silverhawks look to get their first win of the 2025 season. Kickoff is slated for 8 p.m. from Seacrest Field, with pregame coverage beginning at 7:45. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday night for Lincoln Southeast versus Lincoln Southwest, right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America, on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. Hour number 2. The official notice is that when we do this next time, it will have a different name.
Yeah.
It'll have a different name. We'll have Big Voice Bob doing all the rejoins and all the intros, right? So we have to land on it. And we'll have to be grown-ups, and we'll have to land on it. Okay. Like, we'll actually have to land on one. It's not gonna be easy because we're both creatives and we're all over the place.
We're indecisive.
Yeah, that part too. Yeah. So maybe we'll include Bach in it and let Bach give us.
I don't know. He won't even text me.
Well, he won't text you, which is the thing that you need to work on.
I'm just gonna write him about it.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Bach, pay the bills, pay the bills, pay the bills.
It's the noon hour. That means it's lunchtime here at the Ticket, and lunchtime at the Ticket is sponsored by our friends at Mulberry Barbecue, now with 2 locations, at 11th and Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, right off of Highway 2 by Lowe's. Both locations are open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Try their burnt-in sandwich, a brisket burrito, barbecue nachos, a full slab of ribs, a half-smoked chicken, and much, much more, plus incredible sides. Get fueled for lunch today or make dinner plans at Mulberry Barbecue, located at 11th and Cornhusker and at 61st and Apples Way, just off of Highway 2 by Lowe's.
I've listened to that enough times now. I have to go get some barbecue. I have to.
It's the thing.
Have to.
Marcy sent her address for the shop, so she said after the show.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That's where you'll find me.
That's where it is.
That's where you'll find me.
Bach, can you grab the Lincoln Lancaster read, please, as we head into this Mark Kerr conversation? I think this is appropriate. This is the campaign they are currently running.
Yeah, the Lincoln Lancaster County Health Department has launched Credible Mind, a free confidential online platform to support your mental well-being. You can find it anytime at myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com. Here's why it matters. An overdose can happen right in front of you, and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, or unresponsiveness. These signs can be deadly. At Credible Mind, you'll find tools, resources, and guidance to be ready before it happens. Take charge of your well-being and help protect those around you.
Care about the people you care about. Sometimes they need for you to say a thing that needs to be said, and they need for you to pay attention. And that's part of the deal. From the text line, John in DSM says, I just want to say how great it is to have Anthony on local radio talking MMA. Congrats on a great career and best of luck going forward, Anthony.
Man, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Eric says this. By the way, GSP is the GOAT.
We're gonna have this argument over and over and over.
He's on the bone, man.
It's John Jones.
He's on the bone. He says, "What are you telling me that Vanderlei Silva was juicing?"
Yeah, right. Who knew? It could have.
You know
what could have been the indication of Vanderlei juicing?
Yeah.
Remember when that USADA tester showed up to test him and then he hid in a closet and then ran away?
Like, the juicing stories are the best stories. Can I just say that when you get fighters together telling their own nightmares?
Oh, for sure. The behind the scenes some of them are awful. But yeah, Vanderlei did hide in a broom closet or like a custodian's closet one time, and then they found him and he ran out the door and just ran away. They were like, "Why'd you do that?" He said, "I was scared." Oh, the juiced up musclehead Brazilian was scared of the USADA lady. Okay, yeah, I believe that.
And he told the story. He goes, they asked him, "How big was you? Were scared?" He goes, "Yeah, she was 115 pounds."
You know, Vanderlei's doing some of that kind of freak show celebrity boxing stuff. I would go down that road with him.
Would you?
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah.
Your thoughts on bare knuckle?
Love it. Have had since I retired. Actually, I've had a couple offers, but
It's good, like $1 million for four fights. Is that kind of what I
for me?
For you,
or generally?
Well, I listened to Paige Van Zandt tell stories.
Oh well, see, you can't. Paige is paid different. She's paid different than everybody else.
But why?
I mean, she got one of them spicy sites. They got a lot of followers on it.
She got the whole spicy site.
She's doing just fine.
She got the whole.
But listen, Paige catches a lot of flack for her spicy site stuff and in the beginning of her UFC career. What you cannot say about Paige is that she's not a dog. Paige will dog fight.
She will fight.
She's as pretty as any girl in the MMA space, but she will dog fight. She's down. She's not going to back out. Like if you step your foot in that circle,
bare knuckle,
and you draw a line, she's not taking a backward step. She's going to throw down.
Bare knuckle, Bach. It is the thing. She was offered a big time contract from the WWE because they like that part of her
for sure.
And she was like, "No, I'd rather do it for real until I can't do it for real."
Yeah,
and
she'll get down.
Oh,
Paige will get down.
She will throw the hands, and
I've always respected that about her. You can say whatever you want about her, her Instagram model stuff and the pictures and the video, whatever. But when it comes down to fighting, Paige can and will. She's willing. She's down.
So we talk about the number then. So there is a number.
Oh yeah.
But you would have to have the conversation with your wife. Because the recovery
for bare knuckle, yeah.
The recovery would be a real thing.
The problem with bare knuckles, I've had so many hand surgeries, is the number would have to be big enough to be okay with not ever fighting any sort of way ever again.
Okay. So again, what you'll figure out here is that when we spend 2 hours together, we could end up down several rabbit holes. Okay. But I need for that young man to get in here right away.
Oh yeah.
We need for that guy to get in here right away and have this conversation. This is what we're talking about. This is the beauty of what we're doing. I'm gonna unplug this one so you can get in there and hear. Hand that to him. He knows that he is a professional. He's a broadcast professional now.
There we go.
He's a pro, and we're gonna have that conversation because we're gonna get you plugged in there as well. Pull that microphone up there, bro. Get that microphone up.
Get that up there.
Get that microphone up in there. It'll plug into that one if you're.
Is there another one on there?
Live radio.
Live radio. That's fine.
Here's what we do. I'll slide those down. How about that?
There we go.
Simple business.
Easy enough.
Simple business. All right. It is. Remember we talked about Club Lionheart.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the speakeasy.
Like in the dojo,
right?
Fighters talking.
Yeah.
Let's welcome national champion Ridge Lovett.
Let's go.
Let's go. I texted him and I said, okay, let's get him in because I want you two to start having these conversations as well. He does his own show. He's getting a second show, by the way.
It's 2 shows.
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah,
You got too much time on your hands?
Oh, I got all the time in the world. Stop playing 2K and start doing some stuff.
In the space, we're talking in this thing that finding out numbers and what you do and how you make your decisions. So Ridge is in that place. Graduates with the national championship. Then it's making the choice of one. How is he going to adult? He's got to pay the bills. Right. So Ridge, in your decision making, right? Because you had coaching offers, you're still competing, so that's in play. But having somebody like Anthony to lean on and go, hey, wait a minute, let me offer you this. Let me whisper to you about that. He knows managers and agents too. So there's the other.
Unfortunately, I know a lot of those. It's the worst humans in the world.
It's the thing in the space.
It is.
We were talking about. So you and I were talking. Ridge and I were talking yesterday. He said he gave me a number of what he was weighing in currently. He said after work, he's never weighed in this much after a workout. And to most mortals, that number was like, meh. But to Ridge, it was a big deal. I think you would understand it. In this decision-making process, he's got to take care of his body. And now he's the grown-up in the room. Because Nebraska wrestlers, the people on the active roster are all leaning on Ridge like, show us, oh great one.
We want to do what you did.
We're going to do what you
Right.
did.
Yeah.
So how are you managing weight now? You're still competing. You're coaching. How are you managing?
Yeah, so the weight's changed for freestyle, right? For college it was 149, but now it's 70 kilos. So it's like 4.5 pound allowance almost. It's like 153, 154 ish. So I'm trying to get bigger. And yeah, yesterday after practice I was 163. That's the biggest I've ever been after a practice. Usually that's right around where I walk in at. But yeah, we got a good strength conditioning team. So we're working on getting a little bit bigger and just trying to find that sweet spot where I can drop down to 70 kilos and then ultimately bump up to 74 kilos.
So do you feel like is the weight like do you really feel like you have to add the additional weight as you move up? Or would you rather
not a
walk there?
lot. Not a lot, but just enough that like 10 pounds. 10
Yeah.
pounds would be good.
Nice. I feel like fighting. So I fought at 185 for forever, and then moved up to 205, and it was wild. It was walking at like 230. Would get in shape and like maybe get to 200, and I would just kill myself to get to 185 every fight. But then I moved up to 205, and then my weight came down. It was the wildest thing. Like when I didn't have to cut anymore, then my natural weight, my natural walking weight came down. And eventually that all, flipped itself on its head and I ended up fat again. But I felt even though I could tell that I definitely wasn't as strong. I wasn't quite as big as a lot of those guys. But I just figured I'd just work my way around it. And it really never felt like it was that big of a deal. And now that and then once I got larger, I didn't really feel a difference at all. But I do hear wrestlers a lot are concerned about it. Do you think that's like a cultural thing, or do you think it really is a real thing?
Yeah, because part of it is just the cutting weight culture, but there is some truth to it. Like my freshman year, I wrestled 33. Sophomore year, I bumped up to 49. It was like, so yeah, the kids were way slower, but I was like way undersized.
Right.
Like, these kids are really, really strong.
Right.
And I kind of struggled with some of that. A lot of the kids I could beat just because I was better, but some of them I was like, this kid's really strong, and it just made it real tough.
When I stepped off the scale when I fought Thiago Santos in Brazil, it was the last time I made 185 pounds. And I remember saying, I'm going to retire or I'm going to move up. And one of my coaches was like, oh man, them dudes are kind of big. I'm like, I'll just have to get better. I can't do it anymore. I just got to get better.
That's the conversation we were having, because the natural weight that the universe and your body is telling you that you will be at your physical best, but you don't have that conversation to say, well, what's my emotional best? Because I got to carry this weight management burden and stress the entire time leading up to the fight.
Well, I think in between like wrestling and MMA, there's pros and cons to each one. Like I think wrestlers stay closer to their wrestling weight for longer periods of time. So there's never the huge crash cut because they're always kind of within striking distance because they're competing, 2 or 3 different times a week, however many matches that might be, depending on what your week looks like. But I only fought 3 times a year. So I would yo-yo these huge cuts. So I'd be 240 down to 205. And then by Monday after the fight, I'm back to 240 again. And then like that yo-yo effect just causes crazy damage. So it's a different, they do it for longer. So there's longer amounts of stress, but it's smaller incremental cuts. So like, maybe it's 5 pounds a week, if you get a little heavy throughout the week or 10 or whatever.
And the time between the weigh-ins. Because you guys have like a day.
Yeah, we got it ends up being like 36 hours. A lot of times.
For us, we used to be 1 hour. We weigh in, wrestle an hour later. Now they bumped it to 2 hours. If you're later in the duel, you might get closer to that 3 hour mark, maybe even 4. But if you crash cut, you're not gonna have any.
Yeah, you're not gonna beat anybody.
Yeah, I find it fascinating. Riz Lovett, Anthony Lionheart Smith here on the ticket. And again, when I texted Rich, I'm like, okay, you need to get here because Anthony and I were talking last night, and you came up and I said, okay, we need to start. We need to get Manning here with Anthony. We need to get AJ here with Anthony. Like we need to get Trelly here with Anthony, because those conversations have never been had on Lincoln Radio, Sports Radio. The conversations of how you guys are living, what the process is, how you get through the training aspect, but then the nutritional side of it. And if you guys did 2 hours once a week just talking about nutrition, it changes the community. It changes for all the kids in high school who are trying to figure out how to weight manage, what they're going to need to do to be successful. Parents and trying to figure out, okay, he's doing this thing and he's having success, but is it healthy for him? Right? Is it healthy for him to lose weight the way his coach is telling? Wait a minute. Should he be stretching before his matches, before his workouts? Should he be stretching after? What kind of stretches should he be doing? And I think the fact that you guys can have those conversations, not only for yourselves, but for the people listening, I think it's going to be valuable.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know that there's a lot of people out there that don't know anyone who's ever been successful at wrestling at the level that he's been successful at. Like
100%.
There's not that. It seems we watch you watch the NCAAs every year, and so it feels like you see a lot of high level wrestling. But there's a lot of kids who have never met a national champion or had a conversation with one or listened to a national champion talk about any of these things ever. So I think that a lot of it's just people are uninformed a lot of times. And there's a lot of great coaches. There's a lot of great training partners. There's a lot of great places you can send your kids, but not everyone has the ability to do that. Not everyone could send their kids to a Ridge Levitt camp and get like that hands-on one-on-one training. It's just not how the whole entire world is. It's really easy to turn on the radio though.
Well, that's the beauty. Ridge in providing, and again, I had to elevate my knowledge, wrestling knowledge, just to hang out with him. Right? Just to hang out and go, listen, I'm not going to be that dude. Like, I can't be basic. I'm just not wired to accept that sort of thing. But then the access that they gave me made me smarter. The access you give me. Listen, it's levels to this thing, and I just want the listeners to enjoy some of the knowledge that is out there. To have you had the conversation with Caleb yesterday, and it was riveting because Caleb is such a unique young man.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthony, I don't know if you've ever met Caleb Smith.
I haven't yet, no.
But his story, his birth story of his heart, and that he wasn't supposed to make it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right? For a young
That's
man
wild.
to take that burden and turn it into that's the motor and the engine, because he's never going to be outworked. He's never going to be, nobody's ever going to, like, the joke, those 7-minute matches become 10 minutes in a hurry because it's Caleb. Like he's a
goer. He's fun to watch.
Right?
Yeah,
So I want to put y'all together in several situations and circumstances. One, go to the film room. Like having you two go to the lab.
I could do that.
Right?
I'm such a wrestling nerd.
Right?
It's ridiculous. I bet my best friend is in my phone right now. Like, I could not believe you're sitting with Ridge Levitt right now. I bet he's losing his mind.
That's why I wanted to, because over the course of the next few weeks, and we want Manning for Michigan week, get AJ in the deal, but we also have that podcast studio, which allows us that when you're conveniently in the same space and have time, and then by the way, have him come to practice.
Oh yeah,
have Anthony
you tell
come.
all them dudes to leave me alone. you're not beating me up like that. No, it'd be fun though. I would love to just hang out, and it's really funny. I'm in this group text with Chael Sonnen, his best friend, my best friend, and me, and like we do these brackets all the time. And Chael is the biggest fan of you, the biggest fan. It's absolutely crazy.
We'll see. Now you need to change his headset because his head's never going to be the same size.
There's nothing wrong with that.
His head's never going to be the same size.
He's good at what he does. He's good at what he does. It's amazing.
We're going to clip that. Like, we're going to, we clip that and put that on social media.
I'm a Sonic guy. I'm down. Let's do it. Oregon, Idaho, we're right there. PNW, baby.
There we go.
See, to understand the connections behind it, and the fact that, as you said, how many kids never get to talk to a national champion?
Realistically, not a lot.
And,
not a lot.
But
I don't know that I met a national champion or talked to one until I was already a professional fighter.
Well, but how many kids have met one of the two baddest fighters on the planet at any given time in the world? It was you and John Jones, bro. That's how many people can say that?
Well, I'm a way nicer guy than John Jones, though.
That has been scientifically fact checked and proven.
And I've definitely passed more drug tests. That's for sure,
sir.
Man,
sir, get him. It's the beauty of it, but it's why I wanted you two together, and I wanted you to meet, and we will do some separate projects, because he and I are going to do some traveling. I'm going to go to some UFC events. I'm at a UFC.
We got to get you to a UFC event.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So down.
We got to do that for sure.
Right,
That's
and then the next phase is getting Nebraska wrestling And you imagine Nebraska wrestling with Anthony Smith and Ridge Lovett on the call.
There we go.
Right? Right?
I think we go ahead and sign that up, book it. I'm
So
ready.
Mark Manning, Troy Dannon, the challengers have been offered. It needs to happen.
Sure.
It needs to happen. Okay, so we'll throw it the break and reset. But I'm just letting y'all know why. I told Anthony last night, like we were fanboying because the idea of us being able to put some of these conversations together and have them on, it was important. But those connections, that's why we do this. That's why we do this. All the rest of it is glory. But man, watching you two have these conversations would be exceptional. Don't go anywhere more. Ticket Sports Talk when we come back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at UCLA in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a hotel in scenic Santa Monica, an exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on your game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA is not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at UCLA. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
Oh, Kansas.
Here we go. Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you?
Green flag, we're underway.
The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campgrounds, 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
God can't drive.
Now you're just showing off. But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Kansas Speedway, September 26th through the 28th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
You're listening to One on One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It needs to happen at Nebraska Wrestling next year. Somebody paints their face like the Ultimate Warrior, and that's how they take the match. Like paint the face. Happen. We need the tassels on the biceps, right? They can take them off before they wrestle.
I mean, I'll do it. I just can't wrestle.
You know what would be? That would be now. What we need to do is talk to Manning and have Anthony lead y'all out.
That'd be cool. Like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Have to.
Yeah, I think
my biceps aren't that big, but I'll tie some stuff around. Make it
I've seen you on the walkout.
Yeah, it's different though. It's different. It's a little different.
You have to go through a fight camp, get ready for the walkout.
I know it.
It's there. National champion, Riz, love it. Anthony Lionheart Smith, USC, ESPN, all around good dude, super dad, Superman, all those things in play. And we were talking, Ridge, Anthony and I were talking prior to you walking in. We were talking about a movie that's being made about Mark Kerr, Smashing Machine. And in order to talk about it properly, one, you have to acknowledge that maybe Mark Kerr wasn't the ideal choice, but there's a reason why he was the choice for this movie to be made. I wouldn't call it a bio. I would simply say it's based on the life of Mark Kerr, some of the events of Mark Kerr's life. But as a Division I national wrestling champion, and it's the irony isn't lost that he's winning. He wins the national title against Randy Couture. Mm-hmm. And then they become a part of the Pioneers. I mean, when they open the Pioneer wing of the UFC Hall of Fame, this is where they belong. But some of the stories, the things that have to go on, you talked about going to Pride, there will be wrestlers in the Nebraska program who have to make that decision on whether UFC MMA is a part of their future. Ridge, I'll ask you in front of Anthony.
Oh, man.
In the decision, right? In the decision-making process, you and I have had that conversation. But why would you or why would you not choose to go professional in MMA?
I would, because it looks like a good time. Apart from getting smashed occasionally, getting kicked in the head, everything else, it seems like a good time. It seems like something I could probably kind of figure out and be pretty good at. But I'm not trying to get punched in the face. For real, like I don't want to get punched in the face.
What do you say to a national champion wrestler who says that?
Well, I mean, obviously he's got the skill set and the base to the biggest part of fighting is being able to determine where the fight takes place. If you want to be on the ground, then if you're a national champion wrestler, that's pretty easy. You're probably going to take down most people, I would imagine. It's not as cookie cutter like that, though.
Man.
Like I spent a lot of time with David Taylor, and he's like David Taylor's a significantly better wrestler than Bo Nickel. In a fight, and I hope David never hears this, he'd be really mad at me. I would favor Bo Nickel because they're just different types of wrestlers. Like David, I've never been around or like moved around with a smoother tactician. He's just really smooth, like really clean the whole way, like just really tactical. And sometimes Bo will run into situations where maybe he's not ahead and he'll just mean his way through it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like Bo's, even if you look at their wrestling styles when they were both at Penn State, like David is the cleaner guy, but Bo's kind of a brute and he's nasty and he like wants to hurt people, or at least seemingly wants to. I don't know if he actually feels like that, but he wrestles like he does. That translates differently to MMA. So David, when he was getting ready to go to the Olympics, he was going to wrestle. His plan was to like win the Olympics and then start fighting. So he was like doing this MMA training in between and like cross training with us in Denver. And I could see it then, like when we were having those conversations, like he's going to have to find some meanness, because everything in fighting isn't always just super technical. Like you have to have a killer instinct a little bit, and he does in wrestling, but it's a different type of killer instinct that Bo Nickel has that David Taylor doesn't. So
Rich,
it's not as simple as that, but generally you can dictate where a fight takes place. The striking part of things is easier to learn than wrestling and jiu-jitsu. The jiu-jitsu and the grappling side, if you're already a high-level wrestler, you just have to tweak some things, and there's some concepts, and you got to change a little bit figure out how to keep them safe.
Yeah.
But like you don't really have to have a high-level jiu-jitsu game if you have a high-level wrestling game, if you can be defensively sound and dictate where the fight happens.
So, and Ridge is always active during UFC cards. So no matter where, like I'm there, I'm sending him videos from the Octagon side, right? And literally he's going through. So you're watching former wrestlers in the game, and you get excited, and then we go, it's transitioned,
right?
It's no longer a grappling match. It is now the throwing of hands. And what do you do?
And that's the difference. So like when I was training with David, I got takedowns like crazy. It's because he's worried about being punched in the face. That's not something that's super comfortable for him. So he struggled with the transition of blending the striking with his wrestling.
Yeah.
When we were just grappling, I can't think of someone that was harder to deal with on top. Like I just off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone. But like just raw. Like he wasn't like a super clean jiu-jitsu guy yet, because he hadn't done it enough yet. But it just raw ability. There's not too many people I can think of that were tougher to deal with on top. But when we were actually striking and working the wrestling into it, it kind of negated a lot of his wrestling game.
We were watching the last UFC, and it was a wrestling clinic. And I could, even in your text, I could read your excitement over what you were seeing. What did you see?
Well, in the last fight, it was all wrestling, right? Chimaev just mauled him. Right? And you saw the same stuff with Khabib, too. It was like nobody could stop their takedowns. No one. But then with Pico, the match before that, it's like,
one mistake,
fight's over. See,
that's a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
Well, Pico made a lot of mistakes.
One real bad one.
Well, he's been making those same mistakes for years.
What was the mistake? What was the biggest mistake?
Well, again, I'm the guy that I guess it just has to be honest.
You're the analyst. You're the pro. You're the best analyst on the planet. So
Aaron Pico has an unrealistic belief in himself to absorb damage. It makes no sense, with as many times as he's been knocked out absolutely cold, for him to rush in, throwing caution to the wind, throwing crazy bombs. I don't know where you get the confidence to do that. Maybe it's because he's not been knocked out so bad he doesn't remember it. But like, and that's just me being honest. I don't know why he fights the way that he fights. If he has really technical boxing, he's really clean when he wants to be. Like he has Golden Glove experience. He's got crazy high level wrestling. I don't know why he doesn't sit back, pick your shots, be defensively sound, wait for the opportunity. Like you throw hard, wait till they counter, and then shoot one of your nasty doubles, and then just get the takedown. Like, I don't know why he makes it more difficult than it has to be. Hamzat is the exact representation of that. Chimaev doesn't take a whole lot of chances on his feet because he doesn't have to. His entries aren't even really that great. They're from a mile away, but it's the second and the third and the fourth, effort as if he can just get his hands together around something, he's going to continue to climb, and people just aren't adjusting to it because they think he shoots from so far away. I think he shocks people. I'm like, oh, okay, well, the first defense that DDP had was fine, but Hamzat's already going to the second and the third. He's already 3 steps ahead. I don't know why Aaron Pico chooses to. Some guys want to entertain and some guys want to win. Aaron Pico wants to try to do both, and you can't always do both. Sometimes you just have to figure out how to win. So you just have to go in, get a win, find yourself in a favorable position where you get a matchup where the guy doesn't crack the way that some of these guys do, and you can flex on him a little bit, but your paycheck's half fighting like that. I don't like Hamzat went in to get a win and didn't care what people thought about it.
Isn't that a part of the emotional maturity that we talk about? Right? That to decide, I'm going to do what I have to do to win.
That's fear, though.
Is it?
That's fear. We can pretend that Pico has got this bulletproof mindset and he just wants to push forward and break people, but that's not always how it works. Yeah. In wrestling, that's how it works. You put crazy pressure on people and you break them. But the way he fights on his feet is he gets uncomfortable, and so his idea is I'm just going to throw. I'm just going to go hard. It doesn't work like that. You got to be able to be patient and keep your emotions in check, no matter how you actually feel.
Ridge, you talked about the emotional management, right? Even in championship match, you're in a predicament, and your thought process is still the most amazing thing you've ever said on radio. Was you were going through it. I need to finish. I need to get through this. Mm-hmm. Walk us through that, and I want it done in front of Anthony because you've talked about the final moment, and you're looking at the clock, you're listening to the coaches, the conversation you had with yourself.
Yeah, well, we talk about Tervel was just talking about it again in practice this week. He was like, anybody can be a practice room champ. Be like, oh, I don't have to go hard this go because last go I put him on his back. He's like, just focus on 3 seconds at a time. Did you win this 3 seconds? Did you win this 3 seconds? Did you win this one, this one, this one? And if you can continually stack 3-second blocks together, right? 20 seconds left in the match. I just got 7 3-second blocks, right? If I just think, oh, I can hold on for 10, all right, ref's going to call a stalemate, get taken out at the end. But no, it was hold on. No, not letting go. We're not giving up anything, right? Win the whole match.
It seems like alien speak because most people don't go through their process in 3-second intervals. But you
have to.
Right. You guys have mastered that.
If it's longer than that, it feels unattainable in the moment.
20 seconds feels like 5 minutes.
It's a lifetime. Like when I fought, you remember when I fought Ryan Spann in Singapore?
Yes.
The second time?
Yep.
So the first time I smoked him, it was like the easiest fight I've ever had in my whole life. Well, the second fight, it wasn't so easy. So I'm kind of cruising, and he catches me with an uppercut, closes my eye, and puts me down. And now he's on top of me, about to finish. Like I'm kind of lost, but I have to do the same thing. Like I have to win this position. So then I've never thought about the 3-second thing. I really like that, but I just think about winning the position that I'm in. So like he's on top, so I have to make sure that I'm safe. So I got to cover, and then I got to try to get a hold of a wrist. Okay, I'm winning that for a second. And then there is a point sometimes where you have to make a deal with yourself sometimes in fighting. Like probably less in wrestling, but like I remember making the deal with myself. Well, I'm not going to lay here and just get finished. So if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to knock me all the way out, and you're going to have to do it from our feet like a man. So like my plan was I'm going to get back to my feet, and then I'm just going to work my way, and he's probably going to knock me out. But that's fine because I can't see him coming from one way. But if you're going to do it, you're going to do it from my feet like a man. So that was my deal. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to do it like a man from my feet. And then I just slowly worked my way back into it. Like I need to win this next exchange. I'm like, okay, I won the next one. And then I just keep pressuring a little bit. So I keep backing him up. Like, okay, now he's taking a backward step. Like now I won that battle. Now I won the battle of distance. And then you just, like he said, like you just start to stack those up. And before you know it, like, damn, I'm in this again. We back.
Well, but
we're back in this.
And that's a part of your calling card as a fighter. Mm-hmm. That your ability to do that. And Ridge, in your makeup, I watched you in this tournament. Not only the Big Ten tournament, but the national tournament. And those discussions that you have with yourself. You talk to yourself more loudly in your head than any athlete I've ever known. And it's beautiful Because you could see yourself processing. And I said, that's when I kind of identified that kid's going to win the title because he's going to figure out a way. And it's pretty cool to watch. Mm-hmm. So, and kudos, you talk about Travell, talk about Snyder, but Coach Manning, your mantra of never making a thing bigger than it really is. I think it gets lost. Mm-hmm. What does it mean to you, though?
Yeah, it takes a lot of the pressure off, right? Just go, and Brock Hardy with it too. Wrestling is fun, right? That gets lost sometimes. People get focused on the cutting weight. They get focused on the this, that, whatever. This match is going to be on ESPN. Big Nationals is on ESPN. There's so many people watching. The arena's huge, but it's just another wrestling match, right? I've wrestled in thousands of wrestling matches my whole life. Granted, this one's on TV. Mm-hmm. This is something that I've been chasing for a while, but at the end of the day, it's the same match. There's kids. I've wrestled kids in almost every single weight except for heavyweight. I had wrestled kids that are competing at nationals in every single weight. It's like some of them I've wrestled 10, 15 times. It's like it's the same kids I've been wrestling my whole life at the big tournaments. Just this one's on TV, so I'm going to treat it different. But no, nothing changes. Everything stays the same, and it just allows you to compete freely. And if you can compete free, like I was saying it after Big Tens, like trying to compete the way you do in practice. Right? Like when I'm in there, I'm wrestling James Green, Antrell Taylor, Brock Hardy, Brian Snyder every single day. And I was talking about with Caleb yesterday. I'm like, this kid's he's not going to beat Trelly. He can't beat Brock. He can't beat James. He's not going to beat Snyder. And I wrestle them every day. So like, why am I worried about what he's got?
Well, I need you to get Anthony in there.
I train with killers every day.
I need to see Bach, the video of Anthony at Nebraska Wrestling. I can't even.
That would be so much fun.
We need to make that happen. Mm-hmm. You're both football fans. We're gonna go to break. When we come back, I'm gonna ask you both. Ridge gave a hint to what he thinks the season is gonna look like.
Yeah.
Right? For the Huskers. I'm gonna ask Anthony what he thinks this season based on 1 week, what you both think. What you think happens Saturday against Akron, and then what you think happens in this Husker football season. We'll get those nuggets of wisdom from Ridge Lovett, Anthony Lionheart Smith. We'll be right back.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer.
Mmm.
Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. Break out the Lederhosen and raise a stein. Oktoberfest is this Friday at Kincaidor in the Haymarket. Music and food service start at 4 p.m. and the party goes on through the night. Expect cold beer, German eats, and all the Bavarian fun you can handle at Oktoberfest this Friday night at Kincaidor in the Haymarket.
A business's phone is the lifeline to its customers and potential clients. That's why it's so important that you can take calls seamlessly from anywhere, whether you're on the road or in the office. Hamilton Business Technologies can help ensure your phone rings wherever you are. We can equip your headquarters and any of its locations with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we know how to keep Nebraska businesses connected. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Anybody know a good electrician to call? Here's a suggestion. Just call Bryant. The Lincoln company you've trusted for over 70 years with air conditioning, heating, and plumbing is also the company to call for an experienced, licensed electrician to change a light fixture, install a fan, upgrade your electrical panel, or solve any electrical problem. Call 467-1111 for a free estimate or schedule an appointment. Also schedule online at BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. Whatever it takes.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
I'm Kirk Herbstreit, and today I'm eating Raising Cane's. I want a solid bench of 4 chicken fingers, crinkle cut fries with Texas toast. Now back to you, Todd.
So the usual.
Make Raising Cane's part of your game day lineup.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
You're listening to One on One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Final segment before we hand it over to Bach and the black shirt. Hall of Famer Terrell Farley, future broadcast Hall of Famer Jake Bachhoven. Bach, pay the bills, sir.
That's right. Hour 2 here of the show is sponsored by Schwezo Construction, where safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Schwezo is hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back on and off the job site. Apply today at Schwezo.com. 40 years strong in business, Schwezo Construction.
Thank you, kind sir. Ridge Lovett, Anthony Lionheart Smith. Ridge set the table. Your belief in Coach Matt Rule and this Huskers team runs pretty deep. So fill Anthony in on your feelings about this Husker football team.
Yeah. Well, obviously they were all great in high school, and we have a pretty decent team in college. But what I see that makes me most excited for them is the way that they're handling everything off the field, right? Like seeing Dylan, like I get recognized a lot walking around in Lincoln, but I'm not Dylan Raiola, right? Like he is a superhero. Exactly. And going to all the high school games, football games, basketball games, showing face all over, showing up to all the events. Him, Emmett Johnson as well. Both of them were hitting all that stuff together. And then just seeing like the way that Rule handles himself during a lot of the press conferences and the way that he approaches the questions and talks about his team. it makes me feel like we're in a good spot. We have a fantastic culture, and that's two of the toughest spots to really start making growth. Is once you get the culture changed, everything else is going to handle itself, right? And I just feel that from what I've seen, being at training table with them, walking around, bumping shoulders with them, and the academic stuff, that we're in a good spot. There's a lot of belief in the team, and it's just like that belief is contagious. I see the way that they carry themselves, the way that they talk about their coaches and each other. I'm like, yeah, we're in a really good spot.
Anthony, have you been over to the new training table?
I haven't. No.
Okay, Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Ridge.
Got that.
Ridge. Sir.
We have to do that.
Oh, you.
What?
It's awesome.
Is
It's
it great?
so sick.
Is it?
It's so sick.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go check that out for sure.
Yeah.
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 This microphone's giving me problems. See this thing? It just there it is. It's staying.
There it is. You
Got
gotta do it old school. You gotta hold it there and do it. Ridge, what did you say the season record would be?
11-1.
11-1. Who are we losing to?
I don't know. I'm not going to say the team that I think that we're going to lose to because I'm not.
That's a great.
not a
You know
fan,
what? That's
but
great.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Dogs are dogs. Lionheart, what do you think, man?
I think last time I was here, I think I said 9-3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stick to the 9-3. I was really. I feel like you and I had a similar conversation to what he just said. I feel like when people start using the word brothers, but it feels different when they say it. It feels like a family atmosphere. The culture is definitely different. Matt Rule doesn't say, well, the guy's got to do this or the guy's got to do this. And if he doesn't do his job, we got to, like, he doesn't talk like that. He says things like, we need to do this. Or if we can get off the ball faster, we can be better. Like our offensive line can do. It's always a we thing. And you hear Dylan say, he says the same thing. Like it's not a, I didn't make a play here. It's like, we didn't make a play there. And so like everyone's holding accountability. But remember, what was a month ago, we talked about taking accountability for something doesn't mean that it goes away.
Right.
Like in volleyball all the time, someone will miss a pass or, my kid will shank a pass, like when it matters the most at the highest level. And then she'll go, oh, that's my fault. Well, yeah, we know. Just don't do it again. We saw. That's not what I'm seeing. Like they're taking accountability and then changing it. Like taking accountability for it doesn't mean that it goes away. We just have to do that and then change it. And that's what I'm seeing.
In this, Ridge, you are a UFC fan. Who's your favorite fighter?
Shoot, I was a big Max Holloway guy, but I'm really starting to like Ilya. I really like the way that he approaches it. And I've been talking with some of the kids on my team about it. And like when I was out coaching at Fargo, some of the kids were getting super nervous for the finals. I was like, so like, you guys know Ilya, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, he celebrates before the fight happens.
It's crazy.
I was like, all the work's done.
Mm-hmm.
You trained all summer. We did a week-long Fargo camp. We've been in the Fargo Dome for 6 days straight, all for you to get to this match. And now you're nervous. The hard part's done. We did all the work. You are as prepared as you're going to be. Go out there, let it fly. And if you win, you win. If you don't, okay, we'll figure it out.
Anthony, when somebody says they want to be a professional UFC fighter, MMA fighter, who would you tell them to look at?
In terms of their skill set, like who to model themselves after? Probably GSP. Yeah, probably GSP. Eric's losing his mind right
Eric
now.
just wet his pants.
Yeah,
he just wet his pants.
Probably GSP. Because GSP had an incredibly high level wrestling game. He was a great striker, but he was a really, really smart fighter. So I would say GSP or Demetrius Johnson.
Mighty Mouse is just, again, he enlightens me.
And we've had this argument about Mighty Mouse with Eric.
Yep.
If we're talking the most skilled mixed martial arts that's ever existed, it's Demetrius Johnson, hands down. No one's even close. Problem is that John Jones has a better strength of schedule. And
that's how the discussions are had.
We talked about this earlier. I don't even like John.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like me. So, but I can't deny the fact that he's the greatest of all time.
Gentlemen.
Why do we have to end on John Jones?
Yeah, well,
Bones.
We line up in full. Gentlemen, thank you for making this happen. And we will do this again. Anthony, I will see you next week. Ridge, I'll see you in a couple of days. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes,
I'll
sir,
see you
bro.
tomorrow. Let's get him down to the facility. Let's get him
Let's
down
go.
to your guys.
Let's go.
Bach, thank you, kind sir. All of you on the text line, thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. Bach in the black shirt coming up here on the Ticket.